Today we will solve example number 1 of chapter number 3. The diagram is also given on in the book. The diagram is divided into three parts, that is part 1, part 2 and part 3 for your understanding or for the simplification. So part 1 consists of the gate with the input of A and B, and this gate, that is the NOR gate, one of its input is C and the second input is this one from B. This is part 1. The second one is OR gate, that is of part 2. The inputs of the OR gates are the outputs of AND gate and the NOR gate, that is the values of P and the values of Q. And the third part is our final part or the final input, that consists of the XOR gate, and its inputs are the values of C, as the input line is from C, and the second input is the output of OR gate, that is R, the values of R. So we will construct the truth table for the part 1. As we have 3 of the inputs, so its binary combinations would be 8, that is 0 0 0 0 1 1 1. For B it will be for C it will be these are the input values for A, B and C. So for first gate, that is the AND gate, we will find the values of P, the output values of P. So inputs are A and B. In AND gate, if both of the inputs are 1, then the output is 1, otherwise it is 0. So A and B are the inputs of the AND gate. For the value for the output values of P, both of the inputs are 0, then the output will be 0. Second one, this one is also 0, this one is also 0, this one also 0 0 0. Now here it comes, both of the inputs are A and B, both are 1, so output value will be 1. In this case also both of the inputs are 1, the values of output will be 1. So we have find the values of P. Now we will find the values of Q, that is NOR gate. NOR, it is totally opposite of OR gate. In OR gate, when either the value of A or value of B is 1, the output will be 1. And in NOR gate, it will be opposite of OR gate. Both of the values are, here we will see, consider the input values of B and C. We will take these values, the column of B and the column of C. Both of the input values are 0, so it is 0. It is 0 in OR gate, and the opposite of OR is NOR, so it will be 1. The second one will be 0. Third one, this one also 0 0. This one is 1 0 0, and last one is also 0. So these are the values of P and Q. The solution of part 1 is here. The output values of part 1 is here. Now we will go to part 2. This one portion is part 2. There is only one gate used. So the input values are P and Q, and the output values are, we have to find the value of output, that is R. The gate used over here is OR gate. So the values of input P and Q will be the previous one which we have find it in the part 1, that is 0 0 0. The last two will be 1. The value of Q is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0. So the gate used over here is the OR gate. So in OR gate, when both of the inputs are 0, then the value is 0, otherwise it is 1. So starting from here, the first value will be 1. Here both of the inputs are 0, output is 0. Both input 0, output is 0. Both input 0, output is 0. One of the input is 1, output will be 1. Both input 0, output 0. One input is 1, other is 0, same is over here. So we have find the values of R. Now we will find the values of part 3, that is that consists of the XOR gate. So here in part 3, XOR gate has a 2 input. Here the XOR gate has the 2 input. One is the input of C and the other is the output values that we have find in the R. So we will construct the truth table for the values of X. So input over here and the output values. For input we have R, C, and for output we have to find the values of X. So the values of R and C, which we have find it previously, the values of R is 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 1, and the values of C, that is 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. So in XOR gate, whenever the values of input either the input A or input B, if there is value 1, if there is any of the 1 in A or B, the output will be 1. If there are both of the values are the input values are 0 or 1, then our output will be 0. So there is only one in the input, so output value is 1. Both of the inputs are 0, then it will be 0. 1 1 1 1. Both of the inputs are 1, then the output value is 0. So that is the so these are the values which we have to find, output values of x.